Students, today we are going to discuss about the exercise figure, how to draw, that is part design exercise in CATIA software. So open the part design, click on start, go to mechanical design, part design. So give the part name. So now we are going to discuss about the piston design in CATIA. So I'm giving the name as piston and click on OK. So new part design module will be open. So by seeing the sketches dimensions, now we will design the piston in CATIA. Okay, so just open the exercise figure, that is piston. So using this dimension, now I'm going to sketch this figure. So here we can see the three views. So this is the front view and this is the top view. Okay, and this is called the sectional view. So this piston has a sectional view like this. Okay, so by using this sectional view, I'm going to draw the sketch. Okay, so it can be drawn done by using the shaft option. Okay, so this shaft option, using this shaft option, we can revolve the object in 360 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to sketch only half of this sectional view. Okay, so only one side I'm going to sketch this. Okay, as per the dimensions. Okay, now let us go to the sketching of the figure. So select any plane. So I'm selecting the YZ plane and click on the sketch. Okay, as these units are in mm, check whether the units are in mm or not. So for that, go to tools, click on options, so check whether units are in millimeters or not. So length is in millimeter and click on OK. Now I'm going to sketch this. Okay, so by using the profile tool, I'm going to sketch like this. Okay, so first I'm going to draw a vertical line, horizontal, as it has four boxes like this. I'm going to sketch like this without any dimensions. After that, I'm going to give the dimensions. Okay, so it has four strips. Okay, so draw four strips. Okay, so 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. Next, draw a line like this. Okay, so so I've done a mistake here, so I've used the Ctrl Z option. So 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. Okay, so just enclose this at this point. Now draw a vertical line like this. Again there is a one small strip here. Now draw line like this and end to the origin point. Okay, so I've sketched the sketch like this as per the shown in figure. Now I'm going to give the dimensions for that. Okay, so use the dimensions constraint option to give the dimensions. This length, and this bottom length. Next this length and this length. Next this. Give all the vertical lengths here. So after that we can change the length distances. So directly I'm going to give the distances. Okay, so we are giving the vertical distances. Now I'm going to give the horizontal distances. So from this point to this point we need to specify the distances. So here there is a distance of, by zooming you can see the distances clearly. So this horizontal distance is 4. So select this line so that you can give the horizontal distances. Now from we are giving the dimensions. Now I'm going to edit the dimensions here. So if we see the bottom line, it has a total diameter of 90. Okay, so we have drawn the half of the sketch. So 90 half means 45. So this length is 45. Enter. Okay, next this vertical length, total length, you can give the total length, or by seeing this length you can verify this height. Okay, so now I'm going to verify give this length. Okay, so at bottom give this vertical length as 5, this length is 5. Next, and this vertical length is 2, so this vertical length is 2, enter. Next, again from this line to this line, this vertical distance is 39. Okay, so this distance is 39, enter. Okay, next, next this vertical distance is 3, so this vertical distance is 3. Okay, and this vertical distance is 2. Okay, so it has alternate distance of 3 2 3 2. Okay, so give that distances. So this is 3, this is 2. Next, this distance is 3. Next, this distance is 2. Next, this is 3. This is 2. This is 3. And this horizontal distance is 4. So give this length. So the alternates, it has length as 3 2. Next distance is 3 and next distance is 2. Okay, so like this we need to specify the distances. And this horizontal distance, it has 4, so completely it has, we are given the length as 4. Okay, as it is coincided from all these lines, so completely only single length is given. Now we can change its height. So approximately I am taking this height as 75, enter. Okay, so next we need to draw an arc like this. Okay, so use this arc option. So specify this point and just zoom out of it and specify this point. Okay, just draw an arc like this. Now we need to give the direct dimension for this arc. Okay, so radius is given, so radius it has given as 189. So double click on it and change the radius to 189, enter. Okay, now I'm going to close this arc here. So close this arc by using the profile option. Okay, after that we need to remove the unwanted portions here. Okay, so use this quick trim option, delete this unwanted arc. Okay, but still the arc is not constrained, so for that, so just I'm removing this dimension. Now give the dimension from this point to origin. Okay, like this. So dimension is varied, so I'm changing it to 80, enter. Okay, but now I'm going to draw inside figure like this. So as it is solid, sorry, as it is hollow inside, so this hatching lines indicates it is solid and this white indicates it is hollow. Okay, so we need to draw this hollow portion also here only. So for that, so I'm deleting this horizontal line. Now still it is moving here, we need to make this constraint also. Okay, so give the dimension from this point to this point. So I'm giving this length as 75, enter. Okay, or else you can change it. So I'm selecting as 70 and change this length. Okay, so I changes this length to 68 and this is 75. Okay, now I'm going to draw this inner sketch. So by first I'm going to delete this center line. Okay, okay, just zoom it whether you are having any extra lines or not. Okay, so now using the profile tool, so draw a sketch like this. Okay, so use the profile tool, select this point, so draw vertical line. Okay, and it should make the this second line of this point. Okay, so ensure that it should make second point. Okay, so it has made the second point. Now draw horizontal line. Okay, up to some point. Next, next it should coincide with this bottom line. Okay, just coincide with this bottom line. Now close this and draws up to some extent. Now drag it to bottom side. Okay, as it should meet some distances. Okay, so it should make the horizontal this horizontal line. Okay, so first horizontal line. Okay, so like this it should meet it. So zoom it and draw a line by meeting that coincident point. Okay, now draw a horizontal line and close it here. Okay, so this is how we need to draw the sketch. Next we need to give the dimensions for this. So using this dimension, so it is given a length of 16, so this length should be 16. Okay, but it is giving us 615. Now we need to change it. Now next coming to this vertical distance is 50. Okay, so using this vertical axis and this vertical line, you need to change this length. Okay, so now it should be having a length of 16. So further just I am increasing it to 676. Now change this. Now see these distances. Again it has showing the length as 15. Just see whether we are given the exact distance or not. 3 2 3 2 3 2. So as the distance is shown is 16. Now just I am having this coincident option with this horizontal line. So just remove this coincident option so that it can vary distance like this. Now give the distances vertical distance and change it to 16. Next it is moving like this, and this distance we need to rectify it. So at bottom there is a diameter of 74. Okay, so now I'm going to give these distances. So select the dimension option, select this vertical axis and this line. Now we need to give the dimension here. Okay, so next I'm going to edit this length. Okay, so total diameter is 74 and it should be half of that 74. So double click on it and change the value to 74 by 2, that is 37. Okay, now check whether we are given all dimensions or not. See, this is moving like this. It should be coincide with this vertical line. So select this line and select this axis, go to constant definition and make it to constant. Okay, so like this we need to make the coincident of the object like this. So check whether you are given all dimensions or not and check that object should be closed. Okay, so this line is from the origin. It should not be from origin, it should be from here only. So for that, using trim option, just using quick trim option to delete it. Okay, so delete this. So this is how the object should be shown as per the dimensions is given. Check whether you have specified all dimensions or not. Okay, so this is 68 and this is 70. I'm giving it as 70. Okay, so just I'm raising it to 72 and this is I'm changing it to. Okay, so like this I'll change it, and this 3 2 3 2. Next this distance is 39, next is 2 5, and this bottom distance is 45, next 37. Next this distance it is given as 50 from both, that is total diameter is 50. We need to give the half of this distance, so that it should be 50 by 2, that is 25. Okay, and this distance is 16 and radius is 189. So we have done with this sketch. We are given the all dimensions. Now we need to make the revolve, that is shaft, to this sketch. Okay, so for that just exit from the workbench. As we are done with the sketch, we need to convert it to 3D solid object by using the shaft option. So select the shaft option. It is specify the angle as 360. So sum of the first angle and second angle should be 360. So 360 plus 0 is 360, and we need to select the sketch. So in the selection, select the sketch, so it is selected. Next, in axis, we need to specify the axis, in which axis the object should be shafted. So for that, right click at selection box and specify the axis. So as it is in this Z direction, so in the compose we can, this direction is Z direction, we need to select this, as we need to get the object should be rotated in this. So right click and select the Z axis. So you can see the preview of this figure by clicking the option as preview. So like this the object is shown, and click on OK. So this is how the object is revolved by specifying the axis. Okay, so in 360 degrees the object is rotated.